My life growing up was fairly decent, a normal childhood. Never really had too many problems. I had an older sister, a little brother, a few arguments here and there, but I couldn't ask for a better one.
I had a nice little country life, and I had everything I wanted. I had a great family, I had great friends. I just strayed away from all that.
My grandmother raised me, and then when I was 15, I moved to Houston and was living with my mom for a little while. I had a real good childhood.
My life growing up seemed rather typical in California suburbia. My memories all seemed to be pretty fond.
Growing up was pretty challenging, but it was a good life experience for me.
I was started on Adderall at a very young age, started seeing psychiatrists, therapists. Parents were always trying to figure out what was wrong. Why wasn't I like the other kids?
I felt there was something else out there that I was missing out on. That drug or that girl or whatever it was out there that I thought I needed to fill that space in my heart. So I sought out and I found it. I liked it for a moment, but it got ugly real quick.
When they opened a CPS case on me because I tested positive for methamphetamines, which was in the X pills that I was taking. And then I got real bad. I just started spiraling out of control.
And my brother got me high when I was 12 years old. And because of my reaction to it, he found it rather funny. He gave me acid one time, then threw me into a closet and banged on the doors till I freaked out.
The events in my life that started me to really experiencing drugs, I believe was a broken heart. And I was really trying to medicate my feelings. I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know who to go talk to about my problems, a lot of stuff I just held in. And so I wanted to feel good in that situation of being heartbroken.
The moment I realized I needed help was whenever it led me to be homeless at 17 and a half years old. Many times before that, I was in trouble, always being threatened to get kicked out, but never really happened. Parents always said, what if he changes this time? And really, I never changed.
When I felt that I couldn't go on anymore without getting help was whenever I'd wake up and I'd have to need something. Have to need a pill, have to need a shot to just crawl out of bed and be normal.
The moment I knew I couldn't go on any longer without help, I was looking at a 25-year sentence for something I didn't do, and it was only by the grace of God that they dropped it down to 5 months in the county jail and let me out, and I knew that was nothing but the Lord.
I was sitting on my couch, and I had spiraled in and out of depression my whole life, but this one particular time, I'd finally had enough, and I had the wherewithal to do it. I decided it was time to kill myself, so I took a handful of pills. My sister saved my life that day. While I was sitting there in the hospital, contemplating all these things, I realized that I needed to get some help. I wasn't anywhere near as strong as I used to be, or thought I was.
Some years ago, even before I got here, I was in and out of drug tripping programs. A lot of the places that I left out, I just 30, 60-day detox or whatever, and I go back to work and try to live a normal life. And actually I did. God blessed me to live a normal life, but I continued to have those intoxicated and polluted thoughts in my mind.
I found Strong Tower through my youth minister. She found out about this place. She said, I got a place for you. It's gonna be a year. It's up to you now. She told me that, just call this number, and so I did.
I was in jail, and I went to court one day, and they got this lady named Miss April. She's a little clerk court lady, with desperation in my eyes. I said, help me, Miss April. She didn't say nothing back. Later on, I got this call. She was asking me if I would like to go to rehab, even if it was a year long. And I said, yes, ma'am. She said, call this number and you'll speak to Mark. So I called up Mark, I did my phone interview, and he said, I'll see you Wednesday. Ever since then, it's just been an uphill. As soon as I got here, everybody loved on me, and I felt like family right away.
I found Strong Tower through Pastor Joe, and they had begged and begged me to get help, and I finally did. That's how I found Strong Tower.
I found Strong Tower because of a really close friend of mine. I didn't know what to do. I was about to be evicted out of my house. I had nowhere else to live. I had already burned all the bridges of my family. So her family They're very big in a church here in the Hitchcock area, and I believe it was her brother-in-law. He called me and told me that he knew of a place. That's how I wound up here at Strong Tower.
Went to street church and met Pastor Joe Williams. Man, it seemed like God sent me to that ministry. Me and him became friends, and he was always someone that I could talk to. He mentioned Strong Tower many times going to a street church, and I never did receive it, and I fell off, and I just couldn't bear it anymore. And I got in touch with Joe Williams, and immediately he brought me to Strong Tower. I'm glad he did.
My greatest victory has been, I'd have to say, the softening of my heart towards people in general. I was very destructive with my words towards them, not allowing anybody to get close to my life.
We get some characters that come through here, and I'm a character myself, I'm not perfect, but it was just somewhat hard just agreeing with everybody and, just having to take orders from people that were younger than me and who I thought didn't need to be given orders, but I'd done it anyway because I wanted to be obedient and I wanted to do right here. I wanted to change, so that's what I did. I humbled myself and I started changing.
The Lord has ministered to me within this time. When I came into a leadership position, I saw through other girls how I was when I was a student, and He showed me that the way I was doing it was not right. I've seen God work in my family in a big way. I hadn't talked to my little sister in almost 8 years, and me being at Strong Tower, I took my 9-month pass, and she came and saw me. The Lord has restored my family, not just my sister, but my mom and my kids back to me. He's done something only I knew He could do.
The greatest thing that's happened to me since I've been here at Strong Tower would hands down be the rekindling relationship with me and my sister. Since my mother passed away, I think we both came to the realization that we're all each other has, and that deep down we really did love each other, and all we had to do was just trust God. And this incredible God of restoration has restored my relationship with my sister, whom I love so much.
I remember Pastor telling me and other students that the reason why we were sitting in those chairs was the seeds that we have sown in the past. And today, I'm growing good seeds in my life. Today, I realize that I'm in the kingdom of God. I'm not in the kingdom of Satan anymore.